So, current physique update. I'm like 78 kilos, 5'9", and my goal has been to gain some more muscle, which I definitely have, and get leaner. But to do both at the same time is all about nutrition and training. And really, when you're gaining muscle, this is just stubborn as hell. Men carry fat more across their back and lower abs. So it comes down to nailing that nutrition, getting the resistance training right, and also the cardio as well. So whilst I'm talking about that, today's breakfast is a bowl of protein porridge, got 50 grams of oats mixed in with some Reflex Nutrition protein powder and some almond butter as well. Today's gym session is leg day, session 31 in my Gym Fit 1 12-week training program. So it's about week 8 or week 9. Something I did want to do today is talk you through what my normal warm-up would be. So here we are in the gym, and I'm going to talk you through what my normal standard gym routine warm-up would be. It's broken down into 4 stages, and this is stage 1, which is more of a blood flow cardio warm-up to get the heart rate up, to get blood flow all the way around the body. So I always choose a cardio machine, and it doesn't matter whether it's a bike, a rowing machine, or you like to run on a treadmill or outside. You can use anything. The idea is to stay low intensity and gradually build up over a 5 to 10 minute period. In the winter when I'm cold, I sometimes do this for more like 10 minutes. In the summer where I'm warm, it's just normally 5 minutes long, just to get the body moving. And in stage 2, this is more of a massage, tension release, bit of foam rolling, working on some sore points if I've got DOMs from a previous day, or if I know that I've got a niggle somewhere. Here, like, I remember my shoulders are particularly tight. So I work on some mobility, either full body or just focus on one area at a time. This one's a great one for working into those upper back muscles and increasing the mobility in your shoulders and thoracic spine. But today is leg day, so I'm going to focus more onto the glutes and lower body and quads as well. So with this is one of my favorites for glutes. Sit onto the foam roller, lift one leg up above the knee, and lean onto your left hand and lean onto your left glute, and just focus on that one side, that one hip at a time. If you find a sore area, then just stay there nice and slow, take deep breaths, I know it hurts, and just let your body go down into this position, and obviously do both sides as well. I also find that I get really tight and stiff quads as well, so before I start my leg day, I like to warm up the quads with a bit of foam rolling as well. Either both at the same time, or you'll find doing one leg at once will obviously work a little bit tougher on those quads and hurt a little bit more. Stage 3 of my warm-up is mobility and dynamic stretches. Pre-workout, I usually do dynamic stretches. I leave static stretches where you just hold a stretch still for the end of the workout or for a separate time of the day. Dynamic exercises are fantastic for not just lengthening the muscles, but preparing the body for exercise, going through the range of motion through various parts of your body. Whether it's leg day or upper body day or anything, I usually do a full body dynamic routine, because really your entire body needs to be prepared for whatever you're going to do. This is one of my favorites here, stepping up, making sure that front foot's flat on the floor, really opening up in the hips, the glutes, hamstrings and groin, and what I find a lot of people are really tight with in their hips and their groin. So this is something that you can focus on, not just pre-workout, not just for your warm-up routine, but when you wake up in the morning or just a separate time of day. We all spend way too much time sitting in the office or sitting in a car, sitting on the sofa, and sometimes I find my warm-up routine is actually a bit of a rebalance routine as well. It's not just getting ready for the workout, but it is also finding the balance from all of the sitting that we do. So make sure this section is dynamic. You keep moving, keep breathing, and do what feels good for your body. The final stage of my warm-up is specific activation, activating the muscles that I know that I need to get ready before I work out. So
obviously for this workout is a lower body day, I think it's really important to get hamstrings and glutes fired up and working, and this single leg bridge is one of my favorites. You should really try it, get those hamstrings and glutes working. I find over the past year having stronger and activated glutes has really helped me in my lower body days because those glutes are working and ready before I get started. Have you tried using a band around the knees? I highly recommend it. It's a great way to get those glutes working because the band is trying to pull those knees in and you're pushing against the band, which really fires up those glutes. So give this one a go, whether it's squats or side steps. I do it every leg day. Okay, so moving on into core activation, whether it's any kind of workout, you've got to get those abs firing. The focus on this exercise is that midsection. Look at my lower back, it's flat up against the floor. When you try this, make sure that your back isn't arching up off the floor, but you're pushing in, pulling in your belly button, flattening those abs. Try also turning around onto your front and do the exactly same exercise, but in the opposite position. Now you're facing forwards, but this is also a bit of a glute activation as you kick that back leg backwards, squeeze your glutes, and obviously keeping a straight back, tensing in those abs and your core. You've got to get all of these muscles fired up so when you start lifting weights, you're safe and you're prepared and you're ready to go. And if I was working into an upper body day, then I'd most commonly use a resistance band to warm up those shoulders or do some rotator cuff exercises. This is obviously a very light band, not much resistance, just to do some circles and then some pull aparts as well. You really want to warm up that shoulder joint, get as much lubrication in the joints before you start lifting weights. The amount of times I see guys coming into the gym and just lifting straight off, and then they say they got a sore knee or a sore back, sore shoulders. Anyway, I will now start my workout. Here we go. So I continued on for a good workout, and now I'm down south of England in Bognor Regis visiting an unwell family member. So I'm here with unfortunate circumstances, but it is so beautiful here. I mean, I've been here a lot when I was a child, but not for a few years, especially just to come to the beach, and it only takes me about just over an hour to come here. I don't know why I don't come here more often. Maybe because it's all pebbles rather than sand, but still nice. Okay, so that is it for today's video. Make sure you do your warm up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.